What's up, YouTube? And here goes another update to my journey reselling action figures on eBay. And guess what? I don't have to rush and do all this crazy stuff just to make a short or a reel. So let me just take a deep breath and we could chill. So, guess what? We sell two more action figures. And today is the premiere of Mario Galaxy. Do y'all think it has anything to do with the movie releasing, why I'm selling so much Mario collectibles? Because this is probably the 13th, if that, maybe more. 13th, 12th, 13th Mario knickknack I sold. I'm not just selling knickknacks, I'm selling the 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 bigger ones of these. I believe they're 4 inches to 6, 4 to 6 inches. And these are little 2.5s. And these 2.5s are listed for six stinkers. And they've been selling. I have it up there listed for six stinkers, $6 plus like $5 shipping, $5 to $8 shipping. So people are probably coming out paying 13, 14 bucks each for these little guys. And I'm probably making $3.80 selling these. I picked them up for $2.99. So really I'm making like 50 cents, 60 cents off each one of these. But see, my reason for even reselling action figures on eBay is to build a community. Not only build a community, but I want to build a eBay page where I could list stuff just, I don't want to make big bucks. I'm just trying to get these out there, and I love to go toy hunting and I like to spend money. So my thing is I'm trying to make a couple extra bucks or even just break even with the stuff that I have collected in the past 3 years. Because I did pick up a lot of stuff, and the things I picked up aren't stuff I'm trying to collect, because the things I want to collect are horror. You know what I mean? I want to stack the horror. And not only that, it's kind of goosebump stuff that I'm really trying to collect, or even Ninja Turtles that's with Monster Universe and or stuff like that, or Masters in the Universe with Ninja Turtles. I like stuff like that. So those are the things that I'd probably be holding on to. Any kind of collabs with horror. And those are the things I'm not going to be selling, I don't think. Unless I really run out of stuff to list and I'm like, okay, well, let me just list this and see if I can make some profit off of it. But we'll see. We'll see when I go through maybe the Five Nights at Freddy stuff, or maybe the Alien stuff. Just like stuff that I'm not really into. I just have it because I think it's cool and I watch the movies and stuff like that. And you got to realize I'm a horror movie, not just horror movie. I am a film fanatic. I'm talking about, I've been watching movies since like 3 or 4 years old. I already knew how to put the VHS in and press play. You know what I mean? The first movie I had was La Bamba, and I watched that movie over and over again. Land Before Time was another movie I owned and I watched 100,000 times probably until that tape stopped working. But the thing is, I grew up watching movies, I grew up watching shows, and I think that's where my love for this kind of stuff comes from. You know what I mean? I never watched this Mario movie, but I grew up playing Nintendo. You know what I mean? Regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and then Nintendo 64. After that, I kind of haven't played any kind of Mario games, so I never even experienced the Super Smash Bros. And stuff like that, whatever. Mario Kart, I thought it was cool, but that is the reason why I picked these up, because I love Mario, I love Crash Bandicoot, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. But at the time, I just seen these for a good price and I just grabbed them. I wasn't thinking about selling them, but I was thinking about keeping them. But once I start collecting more horror stuff, and I'm like, okay, so I want this space for something else because I don't want this stuff up. So I made an eBay and I started listing things, and I have about 100 things listed, and I sold about 12 to 13 Mario figures, you know, and they like this stuff. And Jake Pacifics, I think out of every, like Mattel, McFarlane toys, everything I have listed on eBay, Star Wars stuff. So that's Hasbro, everything, or Kinners, everything I have listed on eBay. I'm selling more Jake Pacifics than anything else overall. So if you want to get into selling stuff on eBay, dude, Jake Pacific stuff sells like candy. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about crack cocaine candy, not no regular candy you get from the store. No, this stuff is flying. Motherfuckers has got the itch for these Mario things, and I'm listening for cheap, and people are really just picking them up. With other stuff I have on there, people are lowballing me and offering stuff. No, people are just paying the $6 for these, and I think that's a little not expensive, but I would want to list these for like $10 if I was paying shipping, and I still might not even make that because I don't know where it could be going, and that's why I kind of have them pay for shipping because I don't know if I'm gonna have to eat the cost, and I'm really not even making nothing to have to eat the cost, so whatever people have to pay for the shipping, they could deal with that right now because I'm not feeling that because I'm already listing these action figures for dirt cheap, you know what I mean, as it is. I'm not putting these on there trying to make big bucks. I'm putting on there making $1, maybe two, and I'm making it not only just for the money but for the content. It gives me a reason to make videos, and it's just a great hobby of mine. It's probably the thing that keeps me busy instead of just watching movies and just sitting there and becoming older and older and not doing anything with myself. At least now I'm accomplishing something, and at the same time, I could be making a little fetty off this. We'll see. Right now, if anything, I've been selling like crazy for the past, what's I call? I made like 300-400 bucks, and that's off the couple $1,000s that I spend on action figures and lost that I am getting back. So I'm like, cool, win. The only thing is my time. You know, if I would have went to go deliver this yesterday, I would have had to go twice. But for some reason, something told me, it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna go deliver this to make $3.80. I'm gonna actually wait to tomorrow to just take it in. But I'm hoping somebody else will buy something, so I would go in there with two things. And instead of me just going in there for 380, I'm going over there for what, 380 and 386. That's like seven what? I don't even know. Seven something. So almost $8. Almost $8. Or yeah, yeah, 367, but about seven something. My head's all wrapped around doing the video, so I can't put it towards math and do that kind of stuff right now. My bad. I could multitask, but I can't multi math. I don't even like math. I just was in a different line of business back in the day for years, and I know something about business and money, for sure. And the running good business is sometimes you got to take a little L so other people could win. But best believe those people will come back and buy more stuff off you because you're not trying to knock them over the head with these crazy prices when they probably already know I picked this up at a store and I'm trying to make extra money off of it, but really I had these just collecting dust, and so it feels good to get rid of these because I was never going to open them up and enjoy them. If I open them up, then I'm just going to lose the value, and then it's just going to become junk. At least with now, these are going somewhere and they probably have like a dope place to put them, hoping and all that, so we'll see. But I do have the box. I have the label printed out. I got two boxes, label printed out, and I just mixed the boxes up. So I had to go back on eBay to see what's going where because I don't want to mess up and send the wrong stuff to the wrong place. But I am running late. I did want to do a long form video because I know it's people out there that don't like shorts, don't like reels. And guess what? I am one of those people. I like to make them, but I do not like watching them. So best believe these videos are put out there for people that are enjoying taking their time and just, I watch YouTube on the tube. I don't watch it through my phone. I'm not even on Instagram on my phone that much because I'm doing videos and all that. So I can't scroll really. And I think that's really good for my mental because when I scroll, I feel depressed. I feel down and out. So if you're just scrolling and nonstop. Take a break. Go outside. Get some grass and go outside barefooted in the grass and get that earthly feeling on them toes and let me know how you feel. You'll feel closer to nature and you'll feel better just from going out there and being there because we get isolated in our homes, just glued to our phones and all that. I remember when I was a kid, we would go out, ride our bikes through the creek, do all kinds of crazy stuff. You kids now these days, they ain't doing none of that. But be sure to go like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Keep it spooky, peeps.